Hi again, everybody. I have an audio recording here from Megan, and here's her story. This conversation came up because I asked my birth doula's advice if she or any family members could afford a birth class DVD or a newborn care video to rent. Her response to me was only, I have a question. Did you send out the thank you notes? A few of my relatives that I haven't heard from in years sent some baby shower gifts, and I hadn't had the time to write cards to them yet. It looks to me like you don't appreciate gifts. Send out the thank you notes and we'll talk about more gifts. I told her, no, thank you. I will send out the cards, but I won't be needing any more gifts. I sent out the cards that day. I also told her about a dream that I had recently of my father abusing me for telling them that they couldn't play favorites forever between my sister and I. In the dream, I asked my dad why he favored her, and he said, because she doesn't have any thoughts. He then stood up, pushed me to the ground, picked me up, and dropped me. This brought up some negative feelings about unresolved actual scenarios that happened that my mother has never admitted. At the end of the audio, you will hear her tell me that I need to be on medication. This is how all our arguments end. She convinced me from an early age that my depression was inherited genetically from my biological parents and had nothing to do with her. They told me that my brain was broken and that I had bad blood for that reason. I would need to be on medication for the rest of my life, which is why you hear me react the way I do. My entire family has since been convinced that I am mentally ill. Hope this helps. Thank you for your time.
Issues that you have with me, and I was like, there was no point in me even responding because I would just make you angrier and angrier, and I didn't want to do that. I just thought your reaction about the thank you notes was way out of proportion to what I said.
I think the reason that I reacted the way that I did is because I asked you a specific question.
Okay. Before, let me stop it here because it starts with these fucking thank you notes that narcissists love to get, and they love to make sure you've sent if people they know has given you things. Now, thank you notes are pretty customary with baby showers, but most normal, rational thinking people realize when you're having a baby shower, you're usually about 6, 7, 8 months pregnant already. So getting around to shower gifts, to shower thank you cards, is usually something that can be put off for a while. But it's something, drunky the fuck clown, my mother tortured my ex-wife over. Okay? This thank you card bullshit. It has nothing, it has to do with them. Okay, and because they think, their image, because they demand a thank you, they demand everything, and they think everybody's just waiting by the phone or waiting by the mailbox for that thank you card to come. Okay, the whole point of a baby shower is to pamper the mother with the understanding you're in the final trimester of a pregnancy and everything that comes along with it. This bitch is worried about herself because that's what it's about. It's about her.
And I didn't feel like it was completely related. It just felt like another thing that you had to hold over my head.
It is, and it's always something. Okay, you said, hey, is there any money for a DVD or a birthing class? Okay, well, did you send out your thank you cards like you're a child? It's like, no, 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 no. You know what? I'll do my thank yous and I don't need anything. Thank you very much.
Well, Megan, sorry you didn't understand what I was saying. I thought you could figure it out. Yeah.
She did figure it out. You were treating her like a child and she said no. She just didn't accept what you were saying. She understood what you were saying. She just didn't accept it. And that's what you don't understand. That it's not your way all the time.
If you're not going to write thank you notes, then why would anybody buy anything else for you?
When I give people things, I don't...
Wait a minute, but she wasn't asking the people who already sent her gifts. You know, she's asking her mom, I think. Do you see what she's telling you here, Megan? Okay? She sees herself no differently than some faraway family member in regards to you because she's not a mother to you. She's telling you that right there. Look at how who did you ask? You asked your direct family, your mother. And she's talking about other people, about these thank yous. So she sees herself as a non-mother figure to you. She's telling you this. She may not even realize it because she's trapped in the manipulation. But in her manipulation, she's telling you, I'm not really your mom. I'm no different than anybody who sent you a shower gift.
Expect a thank you note?
Well, I do.
There you go. You don't expect a thank you. I don't expect a thank you note. Okay, usually when you're opening the gifts there, it's thank you. Everybody understands that. Like, well, I do. Of course you do. Of course you do. Because you don't know how to give anything without acknowledgement. That's your mother's fucking problem.
That shouldn't be a reason to be like, well, I'm not going to help you with, like, childcare, like, classes. That would be, like, $2 or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know. It's just, like, that's fine.
In her mind, it is, because she doesn't see herself as a mother to you. She doesn't understand it. She's expecting a thank you note from some neighbor or cousin would.
It's for me. It is for me, and that's me, and we don't agree on it.
Well, it is for me, and that's me, and we don't agree on it. Well, you're a selfish cunt then. And I don't need you in my life. This woman's telling you everything you need, Megan. And just so everybody knows, Megan just wanted, like, advice, like, she kept emailing and, like emergency, and I saw it, and she just wanted me to email her back, and I'm like, please let me post this, trust me. Okay, because this mother is so awful and so passive-aggressively abusive. Like, this has to be out.
Okay. But that aside, when I told you about my dream, did that affect you at all? Like,
she's talking about the dream where, you know, her father, you can't favor my sister over me, slams her down. That's what she's talking about.
Does that mean anything to you?
No, it's a dream. People have weird dreams all the time.
But
really, your daughter, like, dreams just mean nothing, huh? It gets better.
It's not just a weird dream to me. I've been depressed for like 3 days because of it now.
But that's ridiculous.
Why is
you
it?
You shouldn't be depressed because you had a weird dream.
That's ridiculous. Invalidating her feelings. Okay, why? Why? Think mom's protecting something? Let's see.
But no, I had a dream of Dad physically abusing me because I said something about Lexi. Doesn't that kind of like spark alarm bells to you about how this relationship has progressed, maybe?
No, because you're going back to zero again.
What do you mean going?
No, because you're going back to zero. Now your dream's meaningless. Don't mean anything. Listen.
Going back to zero. What does that mean?
You told me you were over all this, and now you're going back.
You told me you were over all this. So it happened. And now you're going back to zero. Which is, in essence, saying what? Don't hang the dirty laundry. Move past it. There is no moving past it. You barely acknowledge it, and you sweep it under the rug and act like act like your daughter's crazy over it. Going back to zero. You can't change the past. Let the past be the past. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, Megan. It's the same typical narcissistic traits, and your mother is stereotypical narcissist. And I'm going to explain to you where this is all rooted from in your life.
I'm not going to have a discussion about dad abusing you in a dream. It's a dream. People have weird dreams all the time. It doesn't spark anything in me, and I don't even know
Does it spark anything in you that, like, I've been depressed from it? Because it seems like it's something.
No. Doesn't mean anything that my daughter is depressed, because she doesn't view you as a daughter, and she knows it happened. What does going back to zero mean? Don't look back in the past, and now it's like, oh, it's just a dream. No, it's a dream about something, how she was treated. But her looking back is going back to zero. I'm sure none of this led to any of the problems. And if it wasn't clear, I might as well just tell you now. Megan is adopted. Her sister is adopted as well, but Megan was adopted first. And I'm telling you right now what it is your mother is such a selfish, self-absorbed narcissist that she picked out children like they were puppies. And for whatever reason, okay, for whatever reason it was, she wasn't happy with you. And the second one was her perfect one. This happens. This is the problem when narcissists adopt. They're adopting like pets. Do you understand? This is where this is all stemming from.
I don't know of people being depressed about dreams because I wake up.
I don't know of people being depressed about dreams? Is this a real conversation? I mean, this woman's an adult, a functioning adult.
And I have a weird dream, and I might tell somebody, oh, I had this bizarre
Do you
dream
have
last
dreams?
night,
Have you
or
had-
I had a scary dream.
Have you had dreams of your father abusing you?
What's your point?
Have you?
Have you had dreams of your father abusing her? Dead silence. What's your point? The point is what you won't admit to, bitch. Okay, you knew your husband was abusing your daughter, and you liked it. You did nothing about it. You enabled it. Why? Because you chose children like they were puppies. Your mother doesn't like to be told what to do, how to do it. It's her way all the time. That's the type of narcissist she is.
No, answer me, please. Have you?
No.
Wouldn't it make you feel kind of weird if you did? Wouldn't it make you feel kind of sad?
What is your point, Megan?
What is your point? The point is, issues abused by you people in childhood. And it's still coming to the surface as you continue to abuse your daughter. Hold things over her head, treat her like shit, treat her like a second-class citizen.
I just want to be acknowledged.
No, you don't. You want to accuse your dad of abusing you, and you want to project it onto me like he's a bad dad.
No, I don't. I don't want to call him a bad dad at all. My point
is... It just seems that way.
Well, if you had listened to me, then I could tell you exactly my point. Because you're asking me, so I'm trying to tell you.
Your point is that...
You don't know what my point is.
You're trying to project everything onto me.
No, I'm not.
You lambasted me. You're saying your dad's an abuser. I can't go on vacation. I
just said that.
You're saying, and I'm saying it, because I'm listening to your words. But you're saying it. She's saying she had this dream of favoritism and up and down, and now you're saying that you're projecting it on me. Well, yeah, because you enabled it. No, she had this right, Evelyn. I'm sorry, Megan. I'm sorry. She had this right, Megan. Okay, you weren't strong enough at this point to be like, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Your mother's telling you exactly. She understands. She knows what happened. But now she's trying to say you're projecting it on her. When she's already said, why are you going back to zero? Her silence over the dream question. All of this is for her to hide what she really is, or she thinks she's hiding.
I said,
I stole money from you.
no.
All this stuff. Your dad brings a car. He spends his time, and he brings you that car. That cost him a lot of money to get that car to you. A lot of money.
So now she's off to, you accuse me of stealing money, which is explained that the mother said there was no money for Megan's college fund, yet all that money went into her sister's college fund and was given to her. So that's where the stolen money thing comes. And now what the narcissist does when they're trapped. Because your mother realizes the reason why she went from, okay, you're projecting this on me, to now look at everything I've done for you, is because she wants to get away from the abuse. Still avoiding the point of the dream. See, she realized she said it out loud now. So now it's, oh, he brought you a car and this and that. Well, that still has nothing to do with the abuse as a child, with the favoritism as a child. Narcissists can do random kind things. There's always a price for it, though. And that isn't what this discussion is about.
And instead of
I appreciate
getting
that.
no, you don't. You said something about him didn't take any time off of work. He only took 2 days off work, and he should have taken more.
I felt upset that I haven't seen my father in a year, and he came out here for half a day and left, and he seemed unhappy the entire time that he was here.
I don't think he was at all. I think.
Notice the pause again. Half a day you hadn't seen your daughter, and you're in and out in half a day. And he wasn't happy. And wasn't happy to be here. Long pause again. She knows it's the truth. She knows it.
I think he had a good time. That's what he told me.
Okay, well, I had a great time seeing him because I haven't seen my father in a really long time. And then the thing about me being upset that you knew I was having a baby this year, and then you decided to take all your vacation time to go to Italy with my sister instead. That's...
You know what, Megan?
What?
That trip to Italy was planned before you were pregnant, number one. Number two, you're having the baby, not me. I can go on vacation when I want to.
You're having the baby, not me. I can go on vacation whenever I want to. First of all, I highly doubt that trip was planned before you got pregnant, just by the cadence of your mother's voice as she was making it up as she was going along. Secondly, even if it was, you're gonna go to Italy with one daughter and leave the other one alone and pregnant. Well, I don't know if you're alone or not. I don't know what your situation is, but obviously having issues and problems, and because that's on you. You're having the baby, not me. Do you see what I'm saying? Unlike a mother like a friend, some distant relative, something like that. That's what she was telling you at the beginning. That's why she expects thank you notes, because she doesn't see you as a daughter. She sees you as just something, as more, you're definitely more of an inconvenience for her. Certainly not a daughter.
We're not going to tell me when I can go on vacation.
I'm not attempting to tell you that.
Number 3, I told you I would come out for the birth of your baby, and I told you that Dad wanted to come too. But you're still giving me a hard time about going on.
Wow. Wow, I'll come out for the birth of your baby, and your father wants to come out. It's usually that difficult to get grandparents to see their grandchildren, isn't it? Or maybe it's because you're not her natural daughter. And those kids are meaningless to them because they have no blood relation to them. Your mother and father should have never been allowed to adopt. Never. There should have been a psychological profile done on specifically your mother. Being a self-absorbed, self-centered narcissist. How can you adopt somebody? How could you let somebody like that adopt? Because they're treating, they don't know, they don't have the concept of even, they're even worse because at least the narcissistic mother actually gave birth. So they have some sort of something connection. This is so cold and so heartless. Okay, because your mother views you as nothing more than an adopted pet. That child you're carrying is meaningless to her. She doesn't even view, she's telling you, I don't even view you as a daughter.
Vacation, you're giving your dad a hard time about only staying, about bringing the car out there, which took him 4 days of pure hell of driving.
So let me get this straight. She's supposed to, okay, feel good that her dad spent 4 days driving this car out to her and stayed for a half a day and left. You would have been better off. They would have been better off putting it on a flatbed and shipping it across. What he did is even worse. Don't tell me he had to work, he had to do this, he had to do that. Bullshit. Bullshit. The only reason your father took the car probably because it was 4 days away from your mother. Or 8 days, whatever it was. I don't know if it was 4 days there, 4 days back, 2 days there, 2 days back. Doesn't matter. So mother and sister are jetting off to Italy. The father could spend all of half a day after not seeing her for a year. Okay, after a 2 to 4 day trip, depending on where to where. Each way. Wouldn't you want to relax, spend some time? No. Here's the car, I'm out. You've been better off just sending. That would have shown more love. Hey, sweetheart, I can't. Half a day? Come on. Come on. I don't know how you would have any connection to people like this.
But you're not looking to the fact that I said I would come when you had the baby, and I said your dad wanted to come too. But instead, you are accusing us of being bad parents because we went on vacation.
No, I'm not saying that. I am accusing you of favoritism, though.
I'm accusing you of being bad parents because you went on vacation. You know she knows it. That's why she's doing this. That's why she's defending it. She knows it's fucked up. She knows it's fucked up.
Why? Why are you doing that?
Because it's been prevalent my entire life, and that feeling of feeling like I am less favored than my sister constantly surfaced in a dream 3 nights ago when I said, you cannot continue favoring her over me forever. And then Dad stood up, dragged me to the ground, and picked me up and dropped me in my dream. And that has happened in real life.
I cannot help you with that. If you need to go to counseling about you being jealous about Lexi.
You don't see it? You don't see there's any reason for me to feel less favored. Really.
You notice the mother was saying earlier, you know, you're trying to project this abuse on me. Now, Megan just said it happened. It manifested in a dream, and that happened in real life. The mother didn't deny it. I don't know what to tell you. You're just jealous of your sister. She didn't say, no, that's never happened. Your father never abused you. She says you're accusing us of being abusers, but she never says we never abused you, does it? See, you're afraid. That's why they do that, because when they say it, it's almost like it can be intimidating, because now they'll kind of put it right out there and give you the opportunity and see if you're going to cross the line. And a lot of times you're afraid to go over and say, yeah, fuck it. That's exactly what I'm accusing you of.
Well, you know what, Megan? You made your choices.
What do you mean I made?
Now it's all on her. Now it's all on her. You see? Megan said, it happened in real life. I don't know. Mother's like, I don't know what to tell you. She's favoritism. Well, now it's you made your choices. Mind you, this girl's 24 years old. You made your choices. So now it's all your fault.
My choices. Give me an example.
You ran away. You kept running away.
Why do you think?
Why? Why do you think this girl kept running away?
I think I ran away, Mom. And you think you're gonna hold that? You're gonna hold that over my head while I'm 24?
I don't know why you kept running away.
How do you not know if she ran away several times? How do you not know at this point why she ran away? Because you don't give a fuck. Like when a dog runs away or a cat runs away, you really don't give a shit about. No clue. No responsibility and no clue for why any of it was going on. This is why it was going on. You, your husband, and this behavior now at 24 years old that she could ask. You blame her for running away, but then claim in the same sentence you have no fucking idea why. You malignant cunt.
You don't, because you didn't ask. You didn't care. You didn't want to know.
Lexi chose. Lexi, I know it seems like she's the favorite. All three kids are different.
Notice the pitch of her voice. I know it seems like she's the favorite. She's gaslighting you right now and shoving it in your face, trying to make you fucking nuts, is what she's doing right now.
All three kids get different things. Lexi chose to stay here.
Let me back this up for a second and play it through.
Lexi, I know it seems like she's the favorite. All three kids are different. All three kids get different things.
All three kids are different. All three kids get different things. Like pets? Like pets? This woman is fucking disgusting. Fucking disgusting.
Lexi chose to stay here and live, and so yes, she's in.
You did not talk to Lexi. You and Dad did not treat Lexi the way that you treated me growing up.
So Lexi decided to be a good dog and not piss and shit in the house or bark or cause any fucking problems and kiss my ass, so therefore Lexi gets the little carry-on over to Italy, huh? You really think she don't know why you ran away? You know why you ran away.
I am not going to argue. I can't change what happened, Megan.
But you can say...
Now she can't change what happened. But you don't know what happened. Dancing around it again. See, they open those doors. You just got to be smart enough to pull it. Can't change what happened, but you don't know anything of what happened and it didn't happen. And she's accusing you of abuse that you never fucking deny. You just say, you're accusing me of it, but you never fucking deny it. And then you keep making these statements like going back to zero, which means don't live in the past, just move past it. And now this shit. I don't know what you want me to do. There's nothing I could do to change it. Change what? If you don't understand what the fucking problem is and why your daughter was running away.
Say that you're sorry or something.
I'm not sorry for anything.
Why would she be? Of course she's not sorry. I'm not sorry for anything. This is not a mother.
What am I sorry for? Why should I be sorry?
How about for enabling abuse? How about for adopting her in the first place instead of giving her a chance with a loving parent who would have actually, with loving mother and father, who would have actually raised her correctly? How about that? How about I'm sorry, I'm such a narcissistic cunt that I went and adopted children like pets? Why don't you start there?
What? What am I should be sorry for?
For living your life and pretending that you have one daughter, maybe?
No. Okay, I never pretended I had.
There it is. Notice, they get that choppiness when they're caught. No, that's what they do. When they're caught and they need something. They'll start chopping up like their sentence.
One daughter.
What about the time you ripped up my photo? You ripped my photograph in half and said, I only have one daughter now. What about that?
You left. You kept leaving. I wanted you to feel the pain I was feeling when you left.
I wanted you to feel the pain that I was feeling that caused me to leave.
I don't know why you left.
I don't know. Of course not. But you wanted to feel the pain. You had so much pain that your daughter was leaving that you'd rip the picture. But the pain wasn't strong enough to find out what the fucking problem was. Ugh. Ugh. Lying bitch.
Because I was in pain.
I don't know why. I did not cause you pain. I was a good parent. I was a good parent.
You did.
I was a good parent. I was a good parent. No, you weren't, bitch. And this all started with the father's dream, with the dream about the father. She knows she's caught. Now she's trying to cover her own ass. I was the good parent. Much like when I caught my ex-wife and my parents trying to sign my name away on the house. Okay, my mother denied it. Had my father's signature. And when I called her and got her on, I don't know anything about it. I don't know what they did. Same thing. Now they go into, let me protect my end. Oh, you're married to this man. You're supposed to be a parental unit together. What about we? We didn't. No, I. Okay?
Did not cause me pain.
No, you left, Megan. You made your choice.
Why would it?
You left. You left. Doesn't matter why you left. I don't even know why you left, but it's your fault for fucking leaving. Really. Really.
Why would a child just fucking, why would she just up and leave, huh?
I don't know, Megan. I wish I had that answer.
You really believe that this is just my fault?
You made your choices. You left several times.
I hope this fucking bitch's twat falls out. I really do. I really, really do. This might be one of the worst things I've ever heard in my life. And I've read some pretty horrific shit here. The evil on this woman. as her pregnant daughter is crying. At 24, you have no clue why she left, but she made her own choices to do it as a child, and you have no idea. None. And you want everybody to believe, okay, you're so hurt by her leaving, you don't give a fuck why she's doing it or what's going on in her head. You're the reason why she was leaving. You. Looking to matter, looking for somebody to give a shit about her, to care about her.
Over and over again.
And why? Why do you think I would do that? Why? You think that that's just me being crazy?
I don't know why you kept leaving. I did everything in my power to get you to stay. And you kept leaving.
Get you to stay like a dog? You did everything in your power except find out what the fucking problem is. Because they knew what the problem was. They knew what the problem was them.
Leaving. That was your choice. I don't know why. And so now you saw that Lexi got all this stuff because she stayed.
Lexi has always gotten more stuff because she stayed. And it's not even about...
Like a dog. Stay. Stay. It's funny, your mother keeps saying, stay, stay, stay. And the dream, you said, in the dream about your father, said he favored her because she doesn't have any thoughts. Stay. You're probably dreaming about something that happened. Well, something that obviously did happen because you said it happened in real life.
Stuff, it's like you don't even have another daughter. It's like you just completely have forgotten about me. My family hasn't spoken to me in years, and suddenly I have to sit down and write them thank you cards. Do you know how insulting that is?
Really? You're insulted that you had to write a thank you card.
I'm insulted that no one has talked to me in years, and for some reason...
Oh my gosh, Megan. You know what?
For some reason, they think that that's my decision.
It was your decision to leave.
No,
What does leaving have to do with talking to anybody? And I wouldn't want to write thank you cards to people I haven't seen in years and that wouldn't talk to me.
If you were not treating me the way you were treating me, I would have stayed. Children don't just leave.
I treated you just like the rest of the kids.
No, you did not.
Made your choices.
So you just treat all the animals the same and whatever happens, happens.
You made your choices.
You fucked my head
Every
up.
family member, when you came for Christmas, when you were here for holidays, Christmas, my family has never been mean to you. They've always accepted you.
Yes, because they didn't know that it was you keeping me away from them. They didn't know that I wasn't invited to things.
I never kept you away from anybody. I never kept you away from anybody. My family asked about you all the time.
And what do you tell them?
Bullshit. They love to say that. This type of woman loves to say that. So-and-so's asking about you here, this and that. It's bullshit.
What?
What do you tell them?
I tell them about your pregnancy, how you're doing.
What did you tell them the last 6 years? What did you tell them the last 6 years? That, oh, yeah, she's eating out of a...
I would say she's doing okay. This is where she is. I give them an update.
She's eating out of a garbage can, but we can't help her right now because we're going on a cruise. Is that what you said in 2013? Is that what you told him?
Megan, it's not my job to support you the rest of your life.
She's eating out of a garbage can in 2013. They go on a cruise because it's not their job.
You're a big girl, you're 24.
It's not, but when I'm like 20 years old or 19 years old, and I'm in a big city with a man who's abusing me, eating out of garbage cans.
That was your choice.
I asked you for help.
How did she end up there? It wasn't your choice. It was your mother's choice.
No, I'm not going to pay for you to live wherever the hell you want.
I didn't want you to pay for me to live. I wanted help.
No, you're going to live in the kennel like the other good pets.
No, I've given you help. I went up to Cody's. I brought you back from Seattle. I set you up everywhere. I brought you back down, got you a place to live in Richland. I set you up and helped you all the time.
Why have I repeatedly tried to kill myself, and where have you been? You have not been there for me.
I don't know. I'm right here.
She don't know where she's been when her daughter's trying to kill herself?
We got you home from the hospital, and you just don't even want to stay. I don't know why. Those are your choices.
Because you treated me like a child.
I'm sorry. You were a child.
I was not a child. I was 23 years old. That's not a child.
We tried to help you out. Yeah.
Is it a child is 23 years old?
Did we help you out and get you into an apartment?
She don't deny. She said you were a child at 23. The problem was when you tried to commit suicide, you went right back to the same. I mean, you're not going to get better, and you obviously want to bail again. Your suicide attempts are all stemming from this woman. So, of course, you're going to want bail if you go right out of the hospital back home. And that's what she's trying to do here, I think, is trying to drive you to kill yourself. With her cold and calculate. She's fucking awful.
You help me rent a room from that guy? Because after you kicked me out?
Well, you were acting like a child. You're staring in front of the TV throwing a fit.
You wouldn't give me my anxiety medication. You wouldn't give me my anxiety medication. That's why I was having an anxiety attack.
Yeah. You called the police on us too. That was interesting.
She withholds her anxiety medication. Now she's pissed that she calls the cop. I mean, come on. You can't see this woman is just torturing you?
Jane, the police called me in the middle of the night.
Why? How did I call the police on you?
I don't know why. You told the police I was keeping your medication. I won't give you your medication.
This should be how easily she fucking lies. How easily this woman lies. Megan said, she said you were freaking out in front of the TV like a child. She said, because I was having an anxiety attack and you were withholding my medication from me like a child. And then she said, you called the police. Like, why did I call the police? I don't know. What do you mean I don't? We're in the middle of the conversation of why. And then she admits, because you said I was withholding your anxiety medication.
I didn't call, you know what? I didn't call the police. I called a crisis line. No, I called a crisis line. I called a crisis line because you wouldn't give me my medication, and they called the police for me.
You just want to come argue with me today and ruin my day. I'm not going back over this. You better go to a doctor to get some anxiety medication right now.
Are you fucking serious?
And there's the out.
I'm serious.
You're fucking serious.
You're in a bad
It's always over my head, isn't it?
All I'm saying is you are in a bad spot right now, and you need some.
And there was the out. The mother knows this is fucking indefensible. She knows she's cool. Why would you withhold it? Why would you do any of it? So now it just turns to you just want to fight and you need to be medicated and you're crazy. Well, if she needed to be medicated, why did you hide her anxiety medication to begin with? I want to read one other thing so everybody understands. What what this girl feels about herself. Do I sound like a brat, though? It's so hard not to feel like all of it is my fault. Much of me is afraid of being exposed as a whiny, dramatic girl. But she had a different, and the sister had a different birth mother, so no, you don't sound whiny or dramatic. You sound abused, manipulated your entire life by this awful, awful thing of a you were raised like you were a pet, as were your siblings. Abused, your mother knows you were abused. She doesn't care. She doesn't view you maternally. She never did, never will. Look at how she treats you. It's not only the favoritism your sister gets, it's the favoritism everybody gets. You have zero maternal bond whatsoever with this woman. None. And your father abused you as well, so. Thank you for letting me make this video for you and post it, because this is something I've needed to be out there. So, you need to cut your mother out of your life completely. You need to figure out how to do it. This woman doesn't care about you. She never did. Never did. Never will. So, thank you for everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comments section below. Please try to reach out to Megan if you can. Be a word of support. Let her know she's not alone in this. I feel terrible on this one. So this is a bad one, and it doesn't even involve sexual abuse, and that's how horrible it is. Because I think I relate to it more. This more relates to direct shit with me, and I know a lot of you too. It's just this callous evil of not caring, and it's horrible. So thank you again to everybody watching. And remember, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a narcissist you'd like to expose, or a topic you'd like me to cover, you know what to do with my email and the PayPal links in the description box. I'll have the video right back to you. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again soon.